Wow, that could not have gone any worse. I mean, even before the first turn, this went bad. FERALIGATR is an incredible sweeper. I don't think anybody's surprised to see that it's sweeping once again, even in the playoffs. Oh my god, what an exciting first two turns. The bugs just killed each other in the first two turns. That was crazy. Terrain's interesting in this matchup. I actually think it hurts the black dog more as he has the Pokemon who wants to click Earthquake. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is SeanBonJoviii, and this is the SeanBon Show. Today we are reacting to some more Draft League playoff matches, this time the semifinals. So the winner in this video is going to move on to the championship. We're reacting to two different matches. One is a different video, so make sure you go check out the others. And on this stream, we're gonna rate regional starter Pokemon, which is gonna be a short series. So if you're watching the long videos, make sure to check out the shorts too. This week we have Tylord versus the Black Dog. Tylord, our reigning champion, beat me last week. You can catch that video. And the Black Dog, my own brother, my own flesh and blood, won in our Weather Wars video from last week and has moved on to the semifinals round where he gets to play our reigning champion. So of course my brother's gonna be on the good side, and Tylord, the Sith Lord that he is gonna be in the bad guy's position. Now, I hate to say that I already know how this match played out, but let's watch it anyway, because I didn't see it, I just heard. We got the Buttermane, the Fluttermane versus the Scizor, turn one. That's immediately a bad matchup, and wow, that could not have gone any worse. I mean, even before the first turn, this went bad, right? So, turn one, he leads Scizor, which has a positive matchup versus the Fluttermane, because all he can do is Bullet Punch, and that's a kill. And it looks like the Black Dog is aware of that and wants to avoid it, so he switches out. Tylord knows he knows, so he calls that with a dual wing beat instead, which KOs the Great Tusk. Turn one, and the Black Dog has already lost arguably the best Pokemon on his team. Brr, that's horrible. Goes into Julio Jones, the Iron Jugulus, who's getting a video very soon in his own series that I'm starting after next week. And he's getting some damage down, but Tylord gets his screen up. But he does get burned, which Ninetales doesn't really care that much about. Goes into Arboliva, Grass type versus the Ninetales. Not sure about that matchup. Tears into a Flying type, gets the Grassy Terrain up and a Leech Seed. But looks like he's gonna... Oh, he should be able to survive the next... Yeah. The Leech Seed, the leftovers, gives him enough recovery that he can survive the next Blizzard. Arboliva actually doing some good work here. Survives the Blizzard. Looks like 60% was the high roll, but the Dazzling Gleam is not doing enough. Yeah, now the Ninetales has to prey on the Blizzard actually hitting. Before the snow was up, so it was 100% accurate, but now it's not a guaranteed attack. Ninetales Pain Splits, gets some health back. But it looks like the Ninetales is going to be dying soon if it doesn't switch out. Wasting the screen turns as well. Arboliva goes for the Protect. Scizor comes in on that turn for free. Rips a Close Combat, which is resisted by the Flying typing. The Grassy Terrain goes back up. Sadly, the Arboliva shouldn't be getting Terrain recovery because now that it's Terra Flying. But the Terra Blast does a ton of damage to Volcarona. This Flying typing is very good versus the opponent, as the Volcarona gets shut down, one of the strongest, most intimidating threats on Tylord's team. And now we're back in a 5-on-5 matchup as the FERALIGATR comes in and gets a revenge KO. Then Terra's Steel and goes for a Dragon Dance. What does the Fluttermane have for Steel types? Did it bring a Mystical Fire coverage, I believe? No, just the Shadow Ball doing 75%. Goes right to the Latios, who can't take a Liquidation. Way too strong of a hit. That Stab, that's Sheer Force boosted, that he's got Dragon Dance boosts. And the Steel typing resisting the Aerialate boosted Quick Attack allows him to survive, and looks like he is going on to sweep the Black Dog as the Ice Punch does KO. FERALIGATR is an incredible sweeper. I don't think anybody's surprised to see that it's sweeping once again, even in the playoffs. What a match. What did you guys think of that one? I mean, really, Arboliva put in a ton of work that game, but once the FERALIGATR was on the field, that was game. Yeah, I guess he didn't really bring any sort of ice resist at all. In fact, everything on this team was an ice weak Pokemon, except for the Fluttermane. So, I'm sure going into game 2, he's going to have an ice resist. Now we're looking at this. Looks like the Lucario came on the team, replacing the... Who did it replace? The Iron Jugulus. Lucario's on the team, having replaced the Iron Jugulus, but it looks like no other team switches were made. However, Tylord has brought in the Ampharos this time, and the Gastrodon. This is replacing the Regigigas and the Ninetales. All right, so let's get it on. Are we seeing the same leads as last time? No, very different, and Pinsir has a positive matchup, almost KOing the Volcarona with a quick attack, turn 1, and the Fiery Dance almost KOs, and the burn. Oh my god, what an exciting first 2 turns. The bugs just killed each other in the first 2 turns. That was crazy. Holy crap. My. Oh, I gotta like breathe in. That was a crazy way to start the match. Oh, okay. Flame Body triggers. Pinsir goes down. Incredibly unlucky. You get the Gastrodon versus the Latios. Gastrodon gets toxic, sets up the rocks. Okay, looking good. I don't think there's any Heal Bellers. Maybe a Heal Bell on Ampharos actually. So Gastrodon might get recovered soon. But Arboliva's looking in good position. Sets down the Seed, the Leech Seed. Arboliva not looking as good this matchup now that Volcarona has already been handled. But, you know, we'll see. Maybe a Giga Drain could still be very useful for sniping the Gastrodon. Terra's flying, allowing him to resist that U-turn, which is still very strong, doing almost 40%, and Terra Blast doing nothing to Ampharos. Looks like the Black Dog switches, and Tylord tries to call it, but I'm calling this a good matchup for the Tusk. Not the best double, but you gotta respect Tylord for going for it. The dual Wing Beat misses, would have KO'd after that defense drop. The Black Dog has gotten very lucky, rips another close combat, Tylord calls it, goes into the Marshadow, and now he's trying to get a sub up, but the Black Dog has knockoff, and he's not gonna let you do that. Looks like the Black Dog doesn't care about another substitute, goes for the Lucario instead, doesn't like that matchup, switches in on the Gastro, almost KOs, no burns, more terrain goes up. Terrain's interesting in this matchup. I actually think it hurts the Black Dog more as he has the Pokemon who wants to click Earthquake. And now the bulky Tylord team is just managing to get more recovery out of it, you know? So he goes into the Latios. Is it a Mystical Fire set? Out comes the Gastrodon. Gets Draco'd and is out. Now the game is tied back up 4-4. As he misses another Draco, which he really needed. I think he really wanted to drop that Draco and prevent the Feraligatr. Goes into the Buttermane. Gets KO'd. Fluttermane has been nothing but KO'd in this matchup. Both games, his most prominent Pokemon has not done much work. Although Great Tusk, this game has managed to do more. Feraligatr goes for that Steel Terra typing. Great Tusk comes back out. Can it tank a Liquidation? Nope. What does Lucario have? Maybe a Vacuum Wave, perchance, or a Mach Punch? Nothing that can survive the Liquidation. Feraligatr sweeps both games back to back. Absolutely clutching in the playoffs. And this week we are going to see Tylord versus the winner of this match. Check it in the next video.